Okay, so this is actually a critique I've heard, and I think you're the perfect person to ask this, given how you've been in the mix for a bit now. But one of the major critiques I've heard from other people when they talk about TikTok is they kind of say, well, oh, the numbers are cheaper. Like the followers and things like that aren't as meaningful as they are seeing on YouTube or Instagram, because like I'm pretty sure this is right, and you can correct me, but like you can't directly make money off of TikTok views. The only real way to make money off of TikTok is through selling stuff or through live streams. And then piggyback on that, they also kind of claim that because TikToks are so quick, that the audience is very transient and they're not really actually like as committed to you as they are to, say, a YouTube or Instagram follower. Do you agree with that? Any of that? Like, what's kind of like your opinion on those kind of things?
I disagree with all of it, and I am going to dissect it piece by piece.
Go for it.
So, first of all, numbers being cheap on TikTok. Numbers being cheap as in easy to get, I'll give you. Mm-hmm. But the way the TikTok algorithm works versus the YouTube algorithm is that on YouTube, your videos are pushed to your followers, and then, not all the time, that's the same as TikTok. My YouTube... Now, remember how I said it took me like 5 years to get to 10,000 followers on YouTube?
Yeah.
Now that TikTok has blown up, I'm currently in the process of shuffling TikTok followers to YouTube. And since I got on TikTok, I've now got 22,000 YouTube followers. So 6 months later,
that's not bad. Yeah, you doubled.
That's doubled because people have found me and I've convinced them to move over.
Yeah.
My YouTube videos right now, backstory, trauma, blah, blah, blah. When I was on YouTube, I had a really good momentum going for a while. And then I ended up getting divorced from my spouse at the time. And, that leads to bad things. That leads to depression. That leads to low work yield.
Yeah, no, it's all right.
And so for a long time, I didn't maintain my channel properly. And my channel was to the point where it was dead. Most people would actually quit their YouTube channel and start a whole new one from there, but I wasn't willing to do that. But a video with 20,000 followers on YouTube still typically nets me 200 to 400 views on the first day. That's crazy low in my eyes. And the same thing goes on TikTok. In the first day with 385,000 followers, I'll normally see somewhere between 2,000 to, let's say, 100,000 views on day one.
Wow.
So, number one, TikTok is still getting to a lot more people. And that's because TikTok's algorithm is per video rather than per channel. YouTube judges your whole channel based on cumulative growth, whereas TikTok gives every video a chance between non-followers and followers. So you are much more likely to have a TikTok video go viral and spread as long as you can get that watch time up, which is always the metric on YouTube or TikTok. Hook people to watch a higher percentage of the video will spread further.
Yeah.
I also just ran an experiment on TikTok. I ran 3 videos that were identical, except for one thing. I asked one video to only like, one video to only comment, and one video to only share with another person.
Okay.
And even though the rules weren't followed, this is the internet after all, they still were followed enough that I could get some data. And the shares video got 10 times more views than the like or the comment video, which were both about identical. So just a heads up, I'm sure this is true on YouTube as well. If you want to help your content creators that you like, share their videos.
Yes.
Because the algorithm loves it. Now, on going into the connection with your followers, on TikTok, you are dealing with a much more ADHD mindset because you're dealing with 1 minute maximum videos. They actually just said that they're rolling out soon videos up to 3 minutes.
Oh, wow.
And that's going to rock the community because that's so different from what we're used to doing.
Yeah.
But because of that, I mean, first of all, 1-minute videos are so easy to make that over the course of the last 7 months I've been on TikTok, I have made nearly 700 videos.
Wow.
Now, some of those are written content where it's like a tiny 1-minute essay on my part explaining something.
Yeah.
Some of those are my hypothetical if X were an SCP videos. Some of them are joke memes to hot music songs that are popular on TikTok because the algorithm adores those.
Yeah.
Some of them are duets with like random things I find that I could twist to be about SCP. Like one of my very recent videos is some guy, a photographer in New York, taking a video of a skyscraper that has a cloud in between him and the skyscraper, which is making the skyscraper blurry. And he's pretending it's a big deal, like, oh my God, is there a glitch in the Matrix? And that made me go, oh, I wrote part of a series that dealt with the SCP universe being in the Matrix. And so I made a video commenting on that where I just kind of sit there and I'm like, you're tagging the SCP Foundation, this better be important. And then I realize that there's a glitch in the Matrix, quote unquote, and freak out. And I'm like, guys, there's a ZK going on. And that video has gotten 1.5 million views in the last week. And hilariously, it's gotten a bunch of people who don't know SCP because when videos are big, they get pushed to more people who aren't my followers.
Yeah.
It's based on SCP-3426, which is a relatively unknown article in the offsite fandom. So now a gajillion people have now gone and read this little known article to get more intel to see what the hell I'm talking about. I also played a bit of a dirty trick. I told them that in universe of 3426 and my follow-up tale, which is named Ignorance is Bliss, it is expressly stated that knowing the universe is the Matrix causes the universe to act like you are a virus and try and destroy you. And so the Foundation enacts what they call the Ignorance is Bliss protocol. That's the name of my tale, Ignorance is Bliss. And so in my story, or in my little 10-second video, I have a big post that says 3426 is happening, Ignorance is Bliss protocol activated, do not research this article for your own good.
Okay.
And because I told them not to do it,
they do it, of course.
Everyone went and read the article.
That's great. Reverse psychology.
And so, based on all of this, I have reached so many people. I've exposed them to a tale that they have no idea exists. I've gotten many people into SCP because now they're like, oh, this is a new fandom I could get into. And finally, these fans, whether or not, when you talk about when you're connected to your fans, you're talking about what's called a parasocial relationship. And this is the one-sided relationship between the content creator and the fan, where the fan feels like they know a whole lot about the creator because they see them all the time. The creator's on their phone constantly. And there are problems with that where the fans become too familiar. They get disappointed with you for not doing exactly what they want like they would when a friend would.
Yeah.
All this stuff. But on the other end of that spectrum is I have a weekly tradition now where I will make duet videos on TikTok with someone who has made fan art of me.
Yeah.
And I can't keep up with it because people make fan art of me 3 or 4 times a day. I have them bookmarked so I can go through and look at them and appreciate them because I want to give them that answering your mail kindness.
Yeah.
But there's a lot. And I don't... because you have so much time, because you have easy videos to make and you can make so many, the fans get exposed to you a whole lot more in small chunks than they do to YouTube creators who is a 10-minute exposure, say once a week.
Yeah.
I am on these people's phone 3 or 4 times a day versus even my YouTube videos. I do 3 videos a week, but that's still not a fraction of where I am on their TikToks.
Hmm.
And in the last week, I keep telling people about Site 42 Studios plans. I keep telling them my plans for content, and people who enjoy my content, people have like become patrons a lot. It's
Okay.
because people feel that connection. They see me, they like what I'm doing, they want more of what I'm doing, they want what I plan to do in the future. They understand that because I have communicated it well, which is important. A lot of people have that problem, is they don't communicate what they can do and what people can do to help them.
Yeah.
And I mean, I did not know I was made for TikTok, but I have fared better on the TikTok format than I have anywhere else.
Found your niche.
I have parasocial relationships with creators I love. I am a big fan of the much maligned nicknamed BreadTube. H Bomber Guy, ContraPoints, all these people. I adore them, but I see them once a month because they make highly produced, very good content that I appreciate, but it's different than decently produced but plentiful content on TikTok.